All right, today I want to talk about just my thoughts on why I think it's important to do this audio journal or video journal, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to take some time to reflect on it because last week was kind of a tough week for me to try to record, and so I didn't get a chance to do too much of it. Not all bad. Like, some of it was because my daughter Quinn was on spring break. We got to spend a lot of time together. I just didn't have the time that I typically get to come to my office and record, which, you know, again, like I try to do this as much as I can, but I want to be consistent with it. When part of the reason why I wanted to do this on YouTube was to force myself into consistency and to make it happen, and to try to find a way that I could see was like, hey, you're doing this for a lot of different reasons, but one of the really important factors is you need to be consistent with it, and it's not always going to be easy. And it wasn't easy last week, and then I was going to record something on Friday, and then Friday just got the best of me mentally all around. From the beginning of the day when I woke up at 4 a.m. With the plan of going to do my fourth workout of the week, and I just felt exhausted, and I was like, I'm not doing it, and I didn't do it. And then it kind of started like a downhill spiral from there for me, where I was just full of, just throughout the day, like, not like anything negative happened, but my mind was just full of worrying and fear about random stuff, thinking about the past, thinking about the future, thinking about what's going on. And I just found myself in this mental state where I couldn't get up to like making a positive video or creating a positive message, and it just wasn't there for me. And it lasted all day. Like, I remember being at home with my family in the afternoon, and I just felt like exhausted, and I felt tired, and I was tired because it was, you know, it'd been a long week, but I think I mostly just felt mentally tired of, you know, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing, which is all positive, but like it reminds me of like when the people tell you that, like, hey, when you're trying to make a positive change in yourself, your old self is going to try to come knocking on the door and want to be dragging you back, and it felt like that. I felt like you know, if I really wanted to, I could have pushed through and got a workout in. And then all I wanted to do, like a Friday night, to break out of my mental state was like, I just wanted to make myself a cocktail and like have that lift me out, which it's done a lot in the past. I've done that so many times in the past where it just puts me in a good mood. And, you know, I ended up doing that, not too much. And then, you know, watched a movie with the family that lifted my spirits up a little bit. But it was a tough day and evening, all around. And you know, I had to find a way to break out of it. I received a positive message late that night to kind of lift me up a little bit, which was helpful. My brother Doug sent me a text with a video. I haven't even been able to. It was a 2-hour video, and so I'm still in the process of watching it. But I could tell that it was something that was helpful. And I think, you know, just talking about this out loud, my goal is to, again, I want to journal the process of going through all this for me, and knowing that it's not always going to be easy, and there's going to be things that I'm learning along the way, and for the message for me to listen back to later on, and the message for my daughters to kind of listen to if they go through challenges. So Quinn and Shay, for you guys, you know, if you ever watch this and are going through your own challenges and know that like it happens to all of us, even when we're trying to do our best to create this beautiful life that we live in. So I want to reflect on that from a positive note. I do want to talk about my time spent with Quinn last week, because we got to spend all day Tuesday and all day Thursday together, and just there was some really fun and magical moments. And one of the things that I shared with Quinn, as far as what I try to do daily, is I go through my gratitudes, that a lot of them that I've written in the past, but I like to go through that book because there's so many that kind of give me things to reflect on again and think about. And a lot of the things that I wrote down that I was grateful for are still in effect. And I kind of have her, sorry, I got a phone call right as I kind of have her watch me have a prayer with God, a conversation, go through those gratitudes, and have her be a part of it. So I had her do that on Tuesday and Thursday with me, and then I got to see how it actually was received Thursday morning, because we went and we took her bike out, and she's still learning to ride her bike, and some of the messages, like she actually came to me while she was riding and talked about how she was saying positive messages to herself to help her feel like she could do it, and how she's like, I can do anything. And that was just like an awesome thing to experience, because as we go through this, and I'm trying to help, lift myself up each day and connect with God and connect with gratitude, and really try to start the days off on the right foot and the right energy, and to kind of put that out there, and then to let my daughters experience it as we do through prayer, and then have her see that, and to have her listen and like feel connected with it, and then kind of use it for her own benefit. That's really special to me, and to me it makes me feel like I'm doing the right things by going through all this and going through these practices and overcoming some of the inner battles with my own thoughts, and the dealing with the previous failures in my mind from the past, and what I worry about in the future, and trying to let those go. I mean, that's the goal, is to try to let all those go and release them, and just be present in the moment and feel grateful about what we have right now. And I'm trying to step into that. There's so many people who are out there who will coach on that, and this channel for me is about kind of helping myself understand the process, and hopefully looking and saying, okay, here's where I was at this point, and here's where I will be in a certain period of time, and how the things that I practiced got me to a just a place of more enlightenment, more fulfillment, more love, more peace, more joy, more faith, all the things that I want to let sink in to my mind, and not have me fall back into some of the fears and the frustrations of the past. But I find that doing these journals and doing them on video, for anybody who randomly sees these videos and takes the time to watch, because again, I don't expect a lot of people to listen to me ramble very much, but for anybody that does, and for my children who end up watching this later, I want to know that it is something to help you grow, and also to help you stay consistent on like journaling and thinking about the things that are important to you. And so I just, you know, even on days like Friday and days like today where maybe you're not feeling 100% mentally, but you still want to show up and you still want to do it, and you know that there's an importance to it, and you know that their goal is to do it out of love, and hopefully people can or you can help somebody, including yourself, to kind of step into just a mindset of more happiness and joy and stuff like that. I'll be honest, like, as I'm talking through this right now, I'm struggling a little bit today with like creating the best message. But I gotta keep showing up, and I want to keep doing this, and I want to get better. And again, like, I gotta remember that, like, my goal is, like, I don't care who watches this. I don't care who's a subscriber. It's not putting it out on YouTube. And this is where I struggle just in my own internal thoughts, is like, it feels like there's this pressure that, like, hey, I'm putting it out on YouTube, and so I got to do these set rules of things. And I got to remember to just completely, like, not care about that stuff. I'm doing this for me, because I think creating these messages and talking through it allows us to get better when we take the time to do it. And I want it to be available for my daughters so that they can see it later on, and they can get to know me more, and they can see, you know, this side of me that they might forget about later on in life. So that's why I'm doing it. And so for anybody who watches, including hopefully Quinn and Shay at some point in the future, love you all. And I'm gonna keep working on finding some messages that I think are good for more people, not just me as well. So thank you for allowing me to get through that, and appreciate anybody who takes the time to listen. Again, love you all. Have a great day.